Charged. Moving ahead now, moving on to our next session, the Spotlight Talk 2. I truly take the pleasure now of welcoming on stage Mr. Manoj Madhusudanan, SVP and Head of India and APAC Analytics EXL. Manoj is responsible for delivery excellence from the 5,000 people analytics team at EXL, building EXL's emerging analytics business in Asia Pacific. Prior to this, served as the head of India at Dunnhumby and had extensive stints across India, UAE, Italy, and United Kingdom. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're extremely delighted to have Manoj here with us. Let's give a big round of applause and let's welcome him on stage. A hearty warm welcome to you.
Thank you. Good morning. Getting AI right for your organization, that's my topic. It's a vast topic, I can speak for hours, but I was told it's a spotlight talk. So I sat down to think where to shine the spotlight on. As I kept thinking, the only thing that kept coming again and again on the top was just one thing: agentic AI. I'm going to make a bold statement here. We believe that agentic AI will be integral to all transformation initiatives. All. If you don't have agentic AI in your transformation initiatives, you're going to miss the bus. Before I dive into why I say that, let me first talk a little bit about the difference between AI agents and agentic AI. AI agents have been there always, all through, for quite some time. Chatbots are the most common examples, but there are many. You can cite many such agents in your daily life. AI agents are reactive. They can take inputs, then adapt based on those inputs within predefined constraints. However, agentic AI is proactive. It's a system of AI agents coming together to intelligently interact with each other, collaborate with each other, and take autonomous decisions. Let me give you an example. Google Maps. Google Maps is an example of AI agent. It can guide your route, change your route based on traffic, and tell you, take this route to get to your destination faster. But look at autonomous robots. They can not only do that, they can also charter new territories, new terrains, plan your paths, and overcome obstacles. So for search and rescue operations, they can pretty much do everything end to end. That's an example of an agentic AI system. So this agentic AI is now developing at a very, very fast pace. Industry leaders are coming up with new agentic AI systems and with ever evolving fast sprints. Today, it's expected to be about $7.9 billion in size, growing at 45% per annum. Some people say by 2030, it will be over $100 billion. Now, that's all guesswork. I don't want to create more hype, but it's the reality. In 2024, less than 1% of enterprise applications had agentic AI embedded in them. By 2028, it's expected that 1/3 of them will have agentic AI. So you cannot ignore agentic AI. Let me give you some examples of what industry leaders are doing. OpenAI came up with what's called Operator. What it can do is it can use the browser to do tasks for yourself, for the user, booking tickets, ordering, shopping online, and these kind of everyday interaction that makes your life easier. So this can be very powerful for people without sufficient computer knowledge to fill out forms. It can be very useful for, as an accessible solution for people with visual impairment, right? So there is so much potential with even something like that. If you look at NVIDIA, if you look at DeepSeek, there is a war out there. Nemotron Ultra, latest model, DeepSeek, R1, they're all competing with each other on cost and performance every day. I don't want to get into the details. This is, again, a spotlight talk, only 10 minutes. But it's very important to understand this is not just a question of AI. It is also a question of domain, data, and AI coming together. unless you design a workflow which orchestrates all this very well, you will never be able to get the true benefits of agentic AI. Let me give you a playbook of how to do this. First, you need to understand the process definition. You have to scope it. What is the process? And that's where domain knowledge becomes extremely important. Not randomly just pick some process and say, let me throw these AI agents into it. Number one. Number two, you need to identify there has to be people in this entire system. So what's the team? What's their role? You need to have clear definition about it. Third, you need to now talk about what agents to bring in and what specific tasks you need to assign to these agents based on their specialization. Having these agents is not enough. Now, what roles are they playing? How are they going to collaborate? What is the collaboration strategy with these agents? Is there going to be a principal agent and a lot of other task agents? You need to decide all of that. They are in an ecosystem. You need to have tools. You need to have resources to make this agentic AI system function efficiently. You need to decide what are the kind of supporting tools I need to have this. Then comes data. Data is extremely important. A lot of people go wrong with data. Identify the right data sources, which can help you create the ETL pipelines, which are a prerequisite for your workflow to run well. Then quality control, making sure that you have minimal errors, minimal deviations. How do you get the right quality control process, validation process in place? And finally, this all looks very complex. How do you make it easy for the user? Can you have workflow diagrams? Can you have user manuals? Can you have videos to make this entire redefined process? So in the previous panel discussion, there was a comment that machines are going to take over a lot of these jobs. This is how it will be done. It's important for you to embrace this sooner. If you don't do this, you're going to miss out on something. And again, like I said, it's a combination of domain, data, and AI. Domain knowledge, because you need to know where to put what AI agents. For that, domain is important. Data is equally important. If you don't have good data, you're not going to get anything out of your agentic AI system. It's not surprising that in the March 2025 survey of IDC with the CIOs, it was revealed that the biggest investment in 2025 is going to be in data management. At EXL, we have the same story to tell. We speak to hundreds of CIOs, CTOs, CDOs across sectors, and the biggest investment is happening in data management. So that's actually the fastest exploding service line for us at this stage. No surprises. So having a playbook like this to bring all of this into a nice process is a good start, but that's not enough. You have to orchestrate this very well. You have to have a platform approach to make sure that you are doing this in a comprehensive manner. So one of the things we have done at EXL is we created an accelerate.ai platform which would help orchestrate agentic AI solutions, the platform capabilities, accelerators required to make this process better, and then, of course, the human talent. You need to bring out all of this. Let me dive a little deeper into what it means. Agentic solutions, we just spoke about that. For example, a legal assist agent can help flag any non-compliance in contracts as part of your workflow. You could have a collections agent, which will optimize your revenue recovery through intelligent collection algorithms. You could have an audit agent, which will help you find out what are the compliance and audit issues in your finance and IT audits. So all of this you need to bring together in an orchestrated manner. These are the AI agents, the agentic solutions. Now comes below that, how do you bring it all together? You need a platform. You need a platform for model training, data preparation, for your production hosting. It could be cloud agnostic, but you need a platform. So having that platform is extremely important. Then comes accelerators. For example, data quality. Can you have some tools and accelerators connecting with this to help the data quality? We have an accelerator called DQ Lens, which helps us, for our clients, it helps in the data quality management. So the cycle time required for data quality issues gets reduced significantly using an accelerator like this. We have over 100 accelerators, as an example. Then comes people. So you need right talent to come in at the right time. If you don't have that, the entire platform will not work because it's not going to be completely a one-click button. You need to have people running your workflow. So getting a platform approach is extremely important for your AI, agentic AI implementation to be successful. I think that's all that I wanted to cover. I still have a minute left, but let me just summarize then. 3 key takeaways from our AI experience. Number 1, start small. Don't try to reimagine your entire business process at one go. Focus on customer experience, productivity, and decision making. One bite size at a time, in bite-sized chunks. Number 2, get your data right. Most important. If you don't get your data right, junk in, junk out. Whatever you feed in, you get that. You are what you eat, and that's true for agentic AI also. So, number 2, data. Number 3, don't just throw in a lot of AI agents into your workflow, thinking that, now I got an agentic AI system. Getting a good design for your agentic AI system is the most important one, very vital for its success. Right agentic design will be the foundation for creating truly intelligent, autonomous systems that deliver transformative benefits. Thank you.